Hey, it's Katie. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a hand-painted styling board using a wooden panel. I ordered this one online from Blick, but you could also use a canvas of any size you'd like. All the other supplies you can find on Amazon, and I will link all the materials below. So what I used here is a Spackling compound to give our styling board some texture and depth, and I use a putty knife to scoop the compound from the tub straight onto the board. Then I'm just spreading it out. Doesn't need to be neat. In fact, you want it to be a little bit messy. Go in different directions, crisscross, up, down, whatever. I'll keep plopping it on there pretty generously until the entire surface is covered. Next step is to use any kind of paintbrush along with whatever paint you have on hand. I had some samples of interior wall paint left over from another project, so I'm just using that. I only need a very small amount of this dark gray color. I want the surface to be very light and neutral, so I'm adding mostly white paint to this mixture. I'm going to pick up my favorite tool here. It's what artists use for painting, and it's called a palette knife, and it allows you to move the paint and spackle around on the board in really interesting ways. It even allows you to scrape all of the wet materials off the board and reapply them in a different direction. In this phase, I'll also use the palette knife to layer on more spackle. I'm trying to just keep layering and adding more and more depth. The effect I'm going for is like an old weathered door with different layers of paint colors showing through. And I just keep moving things around with the palette knife until I'm happy with the way it looks. I often let it dry for a few hours, then come back and add even more paint and layering. On your second coat, you could use a slightly different color to add even more depth. I'd let it dry overnight before using. I hope you have fun with this and experiment and come up with some really fun creations. I find it very therapeutic, and I even feel like a little bit of an artist when I'm making these. However, if this seems like too much work and you just can't be bothered, we also make and sell these hand-painted boards here at Rousse Shop. You can just reach out to us at hello@larousseshop.com.